Well, hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another episode of Your Pepper Questions Answered. Alrighty, so today I want to tackle 3 questions all at once because I can get them out relatively quickly. First up, Dan asked or wanted clarification on what is a landrace chili? What does that mean? Simply put, a landrace is nothing more than a variety that is adapted to growing conditions in a new area. You notice how many different habaneros there are out there and how many different chinenses there are out there? It's because habanero was brought to a different area where the terroir, which is growing environment, is different than where it came from, so it's going to adapt a little bit to that spot. Also, sometimes people will breed their peppers to have a specific quality and it becomes a landrace. There's a lot of landraces in northern New Mexico, for example. Like the Chamayo is a landrace that's from Chamayo, New Mexico, and Canoncito is another landrace. So essentially, a landrace is nothing more than a variety that is adapted to new growing environments, and it will grow that way in that environment. I hope that helps. In some comments in the last video, Colleen asked what's the difference between capsicum and capsaicin. Well, capsicum is the genus that has all the peppers in them, all of them, spicy, mild, bell peppers, habanero, everything. The genus capsicum is the genus where we get peppers, hot or sweet. And the genus is part of the family, botanical family, Solanaceae. Genus, peppers. Capsaicin is the active ingredient, simply put. It's an alkaloid and all kinds of other stuff I'm not going to get into. It's the active ingredient, so to speak, that gives chili peppers their heat. It's what makes them hot. And capsaicin is only found naturally in capsicums. So the difference is capsicum is the entire genus of all peppers, absolutely, completely, and capsaicin is what makes them hot. That's about that on that. On that same video, Colleen asked me, why do some jalapenos burn me more than others? This is a very valid question, and this comes up a lot, and actually an entire industry was created off of this kind of question back in the early 80s. But before I get that too far, there's a couple reasons why jalapenos burn differently. One of them was terroir, which I talked about, which is growing environment. You know, you could have a jalapeno grown here and a jalapeno grown in another state, and you're going to get 2 different heat levels. However, the more likely answer to your question is there are a lot of jalapeno varieties. There are so many jalapeno. There's so many, I don't know them all. I have no idea. There's early and gigantic and jalapeno and zapotec and even the Visina piperca, which is an amazing pepper, is a jalapeno type. And jalamundo and New Mex yellow, and I mean, I could just literally go on and on. So one of the biggest differences, grocery stores are going to carry whatever the farmer grew that year, and some of them grow early, some of them grow gigantor, some of them grow whatever and this and whatever. Bleh. There's one called the TAM, T-A-M, which was actually developed in the early 80s as a milder pepper so they could sell more nachos. I'm not kidding, that's what I've read. So the answer to your question is they burn different because they're literally different versions of jalapeno, as well as grown in different environments. That's about it. And it's a pretty simple thing. And so that's some questions I wanted to answer today. I hope you all walked away with a little more info. I have so many more of these to do, and I'm excited to do so. On that note, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching that episode of Y.P.Q.A. As always, if I can help you with anything, throw it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. But until then, have a lovely however long it is till I see you next. Take it easy.